Hello, welcome to my first ever YouTube video with the new camera and my new mic. So we're testing it all out to see if it works. So as you all know, I have a TikTok account and I get asked questions on there, and people ask me questions all the time, and I got asked a question about power and I've done a video on TikTok about that. But this is more, if you are thinking of building your own, so doing a van conversion, my advice would be look into what you want to use it for before you start building it. So many people build them and then realise they haven't got what they really wanted, or there is an issue with power or gas or the solar. Work out what you want to use it for. If you're going to use it in the UK, there are a lot of things that you need to take into account. Solar panels are very, very good, but they don't really work very well in the UK. Gas is a better option because if you've got gas and it's cold, you can still have your heating on. If you've got some form of heating, whether it be gas, whether it be a diesel heater. And with the diesel heaters, my advice is don't buy the Chinese ones. Carbon monoxide that's produced by diesel will kill you. If you're going to fit a diesel heater, make sure you fit a carbon monoxide tester at the same time. It is imperative that you do that. The other thing is, really do your homework. There are hundreds and thousands of videos out there of people that have built vans and are travelling and really enjoy it. And then there are some that say they wish they'd have done this, they wish they'd have done that. So watch these videos, because you can pick up so much from watching other people's mistakes. And I say that in a really nice way, than building it yourself and then realising it's not quite what you wanted, or it hasn't got this or it hasn't got that facility. Cost-wise, lithium is definitely the way forward for any kind of build, whether it be for a motorhome or whether it be for a van conversion, or, you know, not so much for a caravan, because most people with caravans only stay on sites. Being able to go off-grid for longer periods, lithium is the way forward, without a doubt. But remember, in the UK, if you're relying on the sun to recharge it, no matter how many solar panels you put on, if it's the winter, it ain't going to work. With gas, underslung, if you're doing a van conversion, Fiat Ducato, if you speak to Gaslow, who I'm not associated with, Gaslow do a really good tank, and it fits underneath the van where there's a space already, doesn't take up much room. But my advice would be, if you're going to fit it yourself, that's fine, but you need to get it checked by a proper gas safe engineer before you start using it. With a diesel heater, don't buy the Chinese ones. I know they're cheap, but the amount of people that I know that have bought them and they've gone wrong in the first 6 months and they've had to replace them, pain in the proverbial. With solar, don't get to these people that build you know, the whole roof covered in solar panels. The sun in the UK just isn't really strong enough. If you're going to use it abroad, then it's completely different, especially in Spain. We go down to Spain in the motorhome. We only have a 120 watt panel. That'll recharge our battery, no problem at all. We have lithium on our motorhome. It's amazing. It's amazing. We went from being able to do 3 days off grid to being able to do 10 days. It's that much difference. Yes, it's more expensive, but if you do the maths, especially with Fogstar, who I'm not associated with, but that's who I've got mine with, Fogstars come with 10 years guarantee. 10 years. So even if the way I worked it out was my normal lead acid batteries were lasting about 2.5 to 3 years. The last set I bought, I think I paid 400 or 500 quid for them because I bought gel. If I replaced them 3 times in 10 years, the lithium paid for itself, because the lithium battery was 1,200 quid. But it is amazing, absolutely amazing. With inverters, I went for the Renogy, because the Renogy has a couple of options that some of the others didn't have. So the Renogy has an automatic switchover. So if you hardwire it into the system, if you plug into the mains, it automatically switches off. You don't have to buy a separate switch. And also with the Renogy one, it only produces what you need. So even though it's a 3000 watt inverter, if I only need 1400 watts to run my microwave, it only produces 1400 watts. So it's a much better option. So when you're looking at building a van, or you want to make your motorhome more efficient to be able to use it a little bit more off-grid or stuff like that, watch the videos. Don't necessarily listen to all the advice, and mine's only advice. I'm not saying that I'm the best. I'm not saying that I know more than anybody else. Far from it. I live by the rule of you learn something new every day. And, you know, just do your homework. Do your homework. Homework is the most thing. The biggest problem I see with a lot of the videos that I watch of people, you know, using their vans abroad or whatever, is the fact that they haven't really done enough homework. Look at the apps. There's some brilliant apps out there to help you find somewhere to park for the night. There's apps that will help you if you need gas. There's apps for everything these days. We run an iPad, so it's bigger, so I can see it better, because my eyesight's getting a little bit thin because I'm a bit older. So just do your homework and you'll realise then how good things can be. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you could subscribe, drop us a like, that would be amazing. And you know me, I'll see you all in the next one. Ta-ra!